As children of the earth begin to collectively awaken, the frequencies and events on the planet begin to intensify. Life can become unbearable and ecstatic all at once. This is because a major death is occurring. The old modes of thinking and control are crumbling because they no longer serve our evolution.
The key to responding to the global emergency in time is to develop a radical capability for social synergy, for synergistic convergence. Now, what would synergistic convergence actually be? It would be looking for common goals, matching needs and resources in the light of the growing capacities in every field and function. If we could wave a magic wand and just do a sweep of the planet right now and see the hundreds of thousands of people, the millions of efforts that are going on to innovate, to create, to heal, and we connected them, we would be so amazed at the brilliance of humanity right now.
Fear in the face of ecological collapse, of our actual extinction. This was the exact turbocharge that we needed to become conscious of our own evolution. We needed this shift. This crisis is brilliant. It is the magic creating us and propelling us into our next phase. It is bringing us closer into our hearts, closer into heroism, into love, into compassion, and putting that into action. This brilliant spark of action and compassion, from technology to spirituality, leadership, and heroism, was launching humanity into a new way of co-creating with the laws and the principles of the universe. All systems, from art and culture to economics and education, are being mapped into a whole system where they are all seen as interconnected and they all depend on each other, just like we depend on the living health of nature.
World Shift 2012 and the declaration of global emergency is that there is for the first time a concerted effort not only to track the emergencies and map them and respond to them, but to begin to map what's emergent, what's working, what's creative, that we have the creativity to make it through, and that every person is needed to give their gift into the whole. I have thought of it as a first planetary birth experience, a first time that a whole planet could wake up to the fact that it could be coordinated as a whole, that it could be a planetary species opening its collective eyes toward a universe filled with immeasurable dimensions and possibly other life. Our crisis is a birth. The declaration of global emergency is the birth pangs of a planetary universal species. Social synergy is the way of connecting the planetary organism so that it can see itself at the very threshold of its birth as a co-creative species into a universal process of creation. Every one of us who is called to action and who is mobilized by this vision will find it gives the greatest joy, the greatest vitality, the greatest partnerships, that we've ever known.
Now we stand in the 21st century of recorded history to see the end of history as we know it. A time of epic proportions. A planetary crisis of ecology and culture, dancing with the acceleration of a quantum leap of consciousness and evolution. A time so pregnant with seeds of creative potential, and with any birth is an initiation into an entirely new existence. Any birth is an initiation into an entirely new existence. Our crisis marks the time for planetary change and opportunity. We are becoming fully aware of our human potential, abandoning all old belief systems in order to catalyze a revolution that will create new dynamic systems for a hopeful future to emerge. We mark our journey back to the source of creation to invoke the infinite source within that is identical to the impulse that chose to take the leap from the birth canal of our evolution billions of years ago. The rebirthing of our power. The power to birth the new world into being. A quantum leap down the birth canal of planetary destiny.